Hi, Hayden here, and this video is going to be on replacing the turnbuckles on the back of the Kubota. It's the L3901 tractor. And this orange thing that you see back here, this kind of boxy thing, that's a quick hitch, which allows me to just kind of back up to him, implement, and pick it up and go, which is nice. This is the wrong one for me and my purposes though, so I'll talk about that in a different video. But the thing does well, helps you save time, energy, aggravation, and frustration. But the turnbuckles take a long time to adjust, and I'm going to replace the turnbuckles with these stabilizers. I'll have to be editing this video because I'm going to work continuously and then just cut it out to the parts that are good. So the first thing I need to do is actually, I don't have to do it, and I could have actually left my, I probably could have left my mower, the huge mower it's off in the distance back there over my shoulder. I dropped that off out there in the front of the yard first, and now remove this, and then I'll get into putting these things on. So let's go ahead and remove this first. Now this whole thing lowered to the ground, that was not the smoothest dismantle. I normally don't take this off. All right, let's move this. The cool thing about this shot is you can actually see the mower out there in the field. It's funny. All right, so I'll do a couple of cleanup things there. I won't show you that. But these are the turnbuckles. There's two of them. There's one on the far right and one on the far left. Now these move a little bit, well, quite a bit, since I disconnected the quick hitch. The problem with this one here is on this one here, this is bent. On this right side, it's the rear right. And this turnbuckle can hit the tire. It doesn't hit the tire when I'm connected up with my implements, so that's okay, that's fine. But I don't, this is too close, it's too tight for me, I don't like that. So that and this one here is bent. So I'm gonna go through the mechanics of removing this one here. So let's get this off. All right, the top part looks a little easier. It seems like I just pulled a pin out. All right, that's one of the turnbuckles off. And yeah, there's a lot of adjustments. Just want to keep these parts together and stuff. Anyway, so this part here hooks onto the tractor, and then, but it has to loop through this other hook. So it the eye hooks through the eye, and then this part attaches to the back. The actual back of the tractor there. And these things here are kind of a funny deal. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. On here, if you turn the turnbuckle one way, these two rods come together. It shortens the distance, makes it a shorter implement. If you turn it the other way, it makes it a longer, like so if you had a steady rod here, basically the turnbuckle does this. It slides together and moves apart based on how you turn the center part, being a turnbuckle, right? And then you have these lock nuts down here. And I mess up the turn between screws, bolts, nuts, and all that kind of stuff, but I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. But I screw that up all the time. But anyway, so these nuts turn to lock up against this so it doesn't change the length. That never really works out very well for me. You'll see this one here, when I finally get this one off, you'll see that it's bent. Now this turnbuckle was, it's bent. I mean, that's just nasty. My understanding is that if I attach this part first, it'll save me some effort on the back end here. All right. All right. Now these should just be able to crank them on, because they have that little lip on it to prevent the whole thing from spinning around. I'm just setting these up. The pin Gets a washer on it, on the top, all right? Then this slides through this chain at the end. It's got a wide part for this to slide through. That keeps our pin for the adjustments nice and available for us. And then I can, go ahead and attach what I need to attach. Really, I just leave those there. I can take this part apart, and I need to connect this part to the back end of the trailer, or back end of the tractor. That's where this one part here that went through the eye went through. It's funny because this thing here probably could have worked the same way. And it's funny, I had to take a little break because I actually put one of these away. All my sockets are highly professionally put in Ziploc bags, and I actually put one of those away back in my toolbox because I didn't need that size. But I put my tool, my part in there with it. So go ahead and make this connection here. There we go. Now this pin here just drops in the top. It gets pinned on the bottom. There's a nice safety pin or a Carter pin or whatever goes on the bottom. And this just drops in and holds everything in place. So let's go ahead and slide this bar back in. Line this bar up. And we drop this pin in here. All right, that goes all the way through. We're good. All right, same on this side. Same deal, just drop our pin in. I think I'm gonna drop this pin in on this side here, on the inside, because I don't want it being on the outside. I don't want to keep me coming close to the tire. All right, and then for this pin, all we gotta do is drop it in the pin. I just gotta make sure which pin. Make sure it's got to be a Carter pin. I now have everything connected back up. I've got the 3-point hitch connected. I've checked it for level to make sure it's level, left and right kind of thing. Might as well check the level of the ground below, and that is the ground is level here. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up. It was a quick change to go from these turnbuckles, which I absolutely positively hate. They are aggravating, frustrating, and irritating all at the same time, every day, every way. And they just, on your smaller tractors, even a smaller tractor, this is a Kubota, but all the tractors, they got these things. The higher, more professional, very much more expensive tractors will not have turnbuckles. They'll have stabilizers and other systems that are not available to us, or they're available as an option. For the Kubota tractor, for the basic L series, the 2501, 3301, and the 3901, the turnbuckles can be replaced with the L3840 kit. This is the L3840 series kit that changes that out. Now I had some extra parts in here because of course they're always going to send you some extra parts, and it was very nice. They sent me some extra bolts and everything, but those were for a part that I don't need for this particular thing because it's not even included in there. But all my connections are made. I don't need to hook anything else. I don't need to make any other connections to get that done. So that's it. So that's going to wrap this up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up in this video. Like the video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. And let me leave a comment below. Let me know you came by, stop by, and say hey. All right. So with that, that's going to wrap this up. So I catch you in the next video. Take care and be well.